Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. Hello. Tonight we are diving into chapters 35 through 40 of A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas.
Yes, and if you're new to the channel, just a refresher, if you already have seen this, I have never read these kinds of books, but the Smut Oracle here has. And so we're going to be chatting about these chapters. If you'd like to follow along, you can check out the description of this video. There's Amazon links and there's a membership. It's $2 a month and you might get stuff a little early, but it's really just $2 a month. We're just here to entertain and have a good time, and you can interact with us. So I'm going to throw it over to Emily to do the chapter recap.
Emily here reporting in. Tonight we're covering chapters 35 through 39, which is the section where Feyre learns that karma is real. Ancient books are rude, and flirting is a full contact sport. It starts with tracking down the Book of Readings in a tiny sea shack, where Feyre uses her Daemati powers to keep Tarquin unsuspecting. And inside, she tries to convince the book she's him, and the book immediately goes, absolutely not. Slams the door, locks it, and lets the tide start filling the room with Feyre and Amren trapped inside. They only escape because the water wraiths Feyre once helped show up to repay the favor, kindness echoing back at exactly the right moment. Rhys handles the guards, winnows them home, and they realize the book might finally be the key to Amren getting back to where she came from. Then, the summer court sends blood rubies, Rhys spirals emotionally, and Feyre attempts to flirt him out of it by threatening to buy Tarquin lingerie. Rhys retaliates with a mental image so effective, Feyre walks into a staircase. So, debate remains open on who won that round. The block ends when Rhys has a nightmare, and Feyre, being the one who stays this time, weeks of flirting and waiting for the mortal queens to finally arrive at her sister's estate. So these chapters include ancient magic, underwater near-death experiences, emotional vulnerability, and flirting as a coping mechanism, as one does. So Luke, are you ready?
Oh yeah, no one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it, Emily. This is my favorite section of this book so far. This one right here, this section. I'm gonna break it down real quick. We get actually good flirting. I actually like Rhys in this section a lot more than I did in the previous two sections, for sure. Awesome stuff. We get flirting. We get a little bit of Amren's powers. We get magnificent slice of life moments that we haven't really had in previous chapters. Actually, there's been more in this section, and they were earned, which is my favorite part of any fantasy. Anything that has spectacle, it's gotta be earned. Yes, good job, Sarah J. Maas. We also get some underwater tomfoolery, which I thought was pretty cool. A little bit of Tomb Raidery, the Mummy vibes, and she almost looked at his dong, but she didn't do it twice. I thought that was awesome.
She's like, eyes up, eyes up, eyes up.
Yeah. I'm not in the tool shed and I'm not looking at a hammer. Like, that's the two things that are true right now. Mm-hmm. It was awesome. It was awesome. The beginning, even, I mean, she's cold. You know, Tarquin got tricked like a bitch. I feel bad too because he didn't deserve it.
Everyone feels bad about it.
Yeah.
Everyone feels bad about it.
It sucks. It's like in my personal life and professional life, I scream for transparency. Scream for it. And I'm like, in this book, at this moment, I'm like, nah, fucker doesn't need to know. It's okay.
That's what I love about reading.
Yeah, I know.
It's like, it's okay because it's a book. It's fine.
Yeah. Well, and also, fucker didn't need to know. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine. I mean, listen, politically, our ingenue and her band of goofy misfits, they got two enemies now, not just one. And they're two not weak ones. So
they're
that's
like collecting them.
Zero chance that's gonna bode well. But yeah, what do you think? How do you think of my experience with these moments? It's just so good.
There are moments that I am super stoked about talking to you about, and this was one of them. So this like group of chapters,
yeah,
I knew you were going to like.
Yeah, it's a lot of great fantasy bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
My kind of fantasy bullshit.
Yep. Just
Yeah.
a ragtag bunch of fun adventure time. We're having adventure time right now.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
You actually know better than me, but you've been on Adventure Time with Luke before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what you're
That's what I was
referencing.
saying.
That's on me. Because I don't know if I have more negative or positive memories of Adventure Time with Luke, but there are memories, at least mostly.
And
Listen,
we remember most of them, so that's
what I'm
good.
saying. That's what I'm saying. No, the Tarquin stuff is cool. The fact that Rasan was like, I'll keep watch. And they were both like, bitch.
Oh, while we do all the actual hard work. Got it.
Right. It's which leads me to a point later, and I can't wait to talk about it. But like the two of them, you know, scouting out where the guards are, where this like legend of the hidden temple is. Shout out Nickelodeon. No free ads. It's
I would always be Team Barracuda, by the way.
Oh, for sure. Barracuda is the best one. Let's not get weird about it. They're digging through this like goop in mud in low tide. So clear this up for me. Mm-hmm. They're in the city for a couple of days longer. At this point, Feyre is just kind of wandering around doing nothing and doing her own thing. She's scouting, but she's doing her own thing. She hasn't found shit. But she kind of stumbles upon this like hidden temple that's connected to the mainland in a weird kind of way, and she asks to be escorted. Of course, she's like, "Oh, Tarquin, your big arms, can you show me?" And he's like, "Yeah, I got you, babe." And he does. That little part was probably my least favorite part, and it was still great, to be frank.
Well, so they don't. The first part is like Tarquin. Yes, so Tarquin's like showing her the city and all this stuff. But at dinner, she's like, "Oh, I noticed this like cute little temple out by the ocean. Like, what's that?"
That's
like,
right. That's right. And she does the women thing, and she manipulates the man.
Like, it's like record scratch. Everyone's like, "What? What do you mean?"
I have ADHD, right? It's so visceral to me in real life when this happens. I'm never aloof to it. Every time, like, there's a moment where, like, the energy changes in a room, it feels like a cold breeze. I'm just like, mm-hmm. Boy, what the fuck just happened? Yeah, yes.
So that happens at dinner because she messes up. So she mentions it, and then she has to get into Tarquin's mind, and he's like, "Why is she asking about that? Of all the things, why? And then why is she here? Wait a minute." Everything starts to fall to pieces because she mentioned the temple, and so she uses the power that she got from Reese to be like, "Everything's fine. You're not worried. She's super nice. Remember all the things that she did for you under the mountain? This is chill. We're fine.
I'm a cute girl.
Take her. Yeah, she's a real nice girl. Maybe you should just take her on a tour of the city away from the temple tomorrow. That would be better, right?" So it was like confirmation that they needed that's where it is. But she almost totally fucks up the plan by showing a little too much of the cards.
This is such a good moment too, because it expands like a water, like something landing in a steel pond. It expands this way because it expands her knowledge of how to do this function of her power. It expands her knowledge on how to process the puzzles that are inside of the temple, because she has to like think like Tarquin in order to objectively use his power in order to get past the locks, which she would not have known how to do had she not done the thing that she did. Mm-hmm. So it's actually pretty well written, but at that time I was just like, bitch. But yeah, no, it makes sense, and I'm glad that Sarah J. M. did the thing there, because it was like, oh, okay, I'm glad we were tying all this together, and it's not just some useless power effect.
It's not. Everything has a purpose, which is crazy and fun. So that happens. And then they all, like, after dinner, what I think is fun is they do the thing that, like, we've done before, which is something gets revealed. but we can't talk about it at the moment. So we all just kind of like look at each other and be like, yeah, we're going to talk about that later. And then they all show up in Feyre's room after dinner and they're like, okay, so it's in the shack.
Yeah. Oh, so it's for sure there. Yeah. Okay. So
let's do this.
Can we do this thing real quick?
Yeah.
Okay. Into the camera.
Mm-hmm.
I want us to act as if we're at a dinner together and we're sitting across the table from each other. And then someone says some shit. And we both are it's very much for us like a moment. I want us both to kind of do it on 3. I don't know what we're gonna do to cue, but when I look at you, when I change energy, I'll trust that you'll change energy too. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. I love when people do that. That's so awesome. It's so. Oh, sorry. I love when people do that. It's one of my favorite real life things. So many moments. So many moments.
We've had so many.
Where I'm just like.
I'm gonna be texting you about this later. Like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Now I won't make it onto the interstate until I'm gonna hit you up before I hit that 4 lane.
Yep.
Yeah.
So they have that moment too because they all end up in Feyre's room like immediately after dinner, and they're like, "Okay, cool. So the book is definitely there."
And also by this point, and Sarah, she makes it a point that like she and Rhysand are not. They're not like flirty anymore. There's weird energy, not bad, just weird. After the drink click, ding. So, it's interesting. They come up with this cockamamie Indiana Jones type plan, Tomb Raider kind of shit. I was super excited when Amren was part of this because I want to see what Amren was capable of, and she's formidable.
She's way cool.
She's formidable. It's a cool moment. They get out there. They dig up through the door. She uses the power to get through the door. There's flooding water in through at the same time. They have to go through a few chambers. She still continues to use the power to home in on the book. Amren can sense all this as it's going on, not the communication that's happening between she and the book, but Feyre has to convince the book that it is he, not she, that is getting ready to take the book. They walk into this really cool room where she even mentions it. There's like glass. It's like magic, I guess, a force shield field that's keeping the water out. I love that description. And then she just like stumbles into this room with no more water, and she leans over to pick it up, and she's like mentally communicating with this magic entity. Super fantasy bullshit right here. Super awesome stuff. And the moment she touches it, it's like, you lied to me,
liar.
I love that.
Shut.
Yeah. And that's the end of chapter 36, I think. Yeah. And it's okay. So full disclosure, where I was in my life at this moment, I'm walking to the gym. It was warm enough up here, 60 degrees, 62, 60. It's warm. I'm just reading pages, walking to the gym. I get to the gym, liar, and I'm just like, I have to go inside and do stuff. Damn it! And I closed my book and put it in my backpack and walked right in and did the work. Listen, it was cool. It's a cool moment. How they escape is cool. Where's Rhysand? I kind of hated that.
What are you talking about?
They were drowning while they're making their grand escape, which is phenomenal, by the way. Where they almost drown twice, I think. Amren's like, "Where's Rhysand? Where's Rhysand?" It's like Rhysand's not going to fly down into this tunnel, and how is he going to know that they're trapped at this moment, right? Like, I was like, "No, y'all figure it out. You got it." Like, both of you are super magic creatures. I don't know. It felt weird for me to be like, "Where's Rhysand?" It's like, all right.
Yeah. Well, I think it's because like the plan was he was going to be right there to like swoop him up and get him real fast as soon as it was done, and then they were going to peace out.
Yeah, Lucian already did that, so he already failed.
Yes, well, they'd already, like, kinda said that's what was gonna happen, and so then he wasn't where he was supposed to be. So they were like, "Where is he, though?"
Yeah.
Come to find out, he was having to, like, deal with a whole bunch of guards that, kind of saw and whatever.
Yeah, he says
He
you raised every alarm, and which is
Yeah.
interesting. But then they get saved while they're drowning by the
Mhm.
water wraiths from earlier in the book, where she did
Yeah.
a thing. And when I can't say that I thought they would be the one to save her, honestly.
Uh-huh.
And then that moment, the first words were that transition in exposition. I was like,
Mhm.
oh, it's the water wraiths. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Cool.
Yep.
This is dope. This is a dope moment in this story.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
So, this is something that you wouldn't know because you haven't really read any of her other things, Sarah J. Maas' other series. But she has an entire series called the Throne of Glass. And a lot of what happens in that series is what seems to be a really random small act of kindness always ends up being the reason why someone will listen or someone will provide her what she needs at the time that she needs it. And it will be like years later when it happens sometimes that the payoff occurs. So this is a little moment of that for us here in ACOMAF, because she did it because it was the right thing to do. She didn't do it for any reason other than that was the right thing to do, was to help the race get out of tithe for the Spring Court. And everybody's like, I don't know why you did that. They're basically like druggies. Like, it's kind of pointless that you did that. But she did it because it was the right thing. And it was the thing that saved her life. Random acts of kindness and doing the right thing and having integrity will always, hopefully, at least in the world of Sarah J. Maas.
It's
Maybe not in real life all the time, but in Sarah J. Maas' world, it always pays off.
I mean, it was, it's a type of leadership as well. So it's a brand of leadership, empathy. We talked about empathy and emotional intelligence last week, or the other day. So yeah. It's cool. It's a cool moment. Rhysand comes, winnows them immediately out of there. I gotta be honest, I had no idea what was going to happen beyond this point. I was like, how is this going to work politically and socially? And they just like land in the foyer of the apartment where only Rhysand, and I thought more people were staying in this place. No, just Rhysand and Feyre. They're the roommates, which is kind of cute. But everyone's there and they're kind of waiting on them to return, which is a little bit weird because it was like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. I guess the sun was rising technically, so maybe 5.
Mm-hmm.
It's the middle of the summer, so I guess 5 o'clock's about right, 5:30. And they had this whole like, how did this work? How did this happen? How did this happen? But then some cool shit happens. And I hate that it happened, and they didn't explain a lick of it. It made me want to break my pencil, which is a pen.
Yes.
Yes. So Rhysand does his thing.
More.
Rhysand does his thing. He does the thing that everyone accuses him doing. It's manipulative. It's one of my favorite tropes about him, to be honest with you. It's the thing I enjoy the most about his character. The utter gall and confidence to not be super transparent. It makes me enjoy his character. I don't identify or like his character in this, but I enjoy it, if that makes sense. Mor's like, I can't believe you didn't tell Amren. And Amren's like, I might kill you. And Cassian's like, yeah, I'm gonna get a knife. And I was just like, buddy, y'all ain't stopping this bitch.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's so exciting.
And Feyre's like, I'm gonna remember to ask about this. It never fucking does. And I'm just like, Feyre, you bitch. I need you to talk about these things with these people. Because I've always wondered, like, why is Jiren important? And then they mention his best friend and some girl he used to sleep with. And I'm just like, who cares? I don't care. I don't care about these fools. These fools that died in a war. Fuck these people. They're not important to me. What are we talking about? Who are you? Like, it just, anyway.
Yep. Yep.
They
All of the
mentioned
things.
they mentioned a language that
Uh-huh.
they didn't mention the group that spoke the language. They said it
Mhm.
is this, and it's the holy language or the holy.
It's
I
the
wrote it
holy
down.
tongue.
Thank you.
Leshon
It's
Hakodesh.
always something to do with the tongue. Lashon Hakudesh, and only Amryn can speak it, and that's where the But then he, of course, right? Reese was like, "Look, I thought maybe we could use this to free you from your genie prison or whatever the fuck you're in." So,
Mhm.
um, everyone kind of calms down. They do their thing. They kind of chill out. But in all of this section, in the tomb raiding moment, in this, the book itself is formidable.
Yeah. 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 So the book itself like talks to her and and sometimes other people can hear it but most of the time they can't. So she's just like talking to the book.
Right. She's like, it's like Harry talking to a snake from Harry Potter.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But same as same.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that it's again like calls to like.
Yep.
Unmade and made, made and unmade. That is the cycle, like calls to like.
And they call it a book, and you think it's something like this. It's not. It's like panels of some sort of stone or metal that are connected by rings of gold, brass, and silver, and bronze. Sorry, gold, bronze, and silver. And so that's where the mummy. Like, this is not just an old book. This is an old. This is like 10 Commandments old.
Yes, because this goes back to like the original lore. So the cauldron is what made everything. So it's basically like everything comes from the cauldron. And the cauldron had all of this power. They needed to be able to offset it. So these other beings that they're from another world, quote unquote. It says, I heard a legend that it was written in a tongue of mighty beings who feared the cauldron's power and made the book to combat it. Mighty beings who were here and then vanished. You are the only one who can uncode it. It's talking to Amryn.
Yeah. And that doesn't explain anything. But what it does,
And it's because Amryn's not from this world.
Supposedly. I mean, I feel like she's just a demon from hell, because if it's the godly tongue, which is a heavenly thing, then Amryn's a demon of some sort, which would be fine.
Or is it that
she's a dragon?
Well,
or an alien.
Personally, I think that there's quite a lot of allusions to her being a death angel. Because
like a Shinigami, like a reaper.
Yeah, like they put out like Passover. They put blood. The people of Valaris will put blood out for Amryn to pass over them, which is literally just Passover. So I think she's an angel of death, but she's not of this world. If you are people who read other things of Sarah J. Maas, and if you've read Crescent City,
I mean,
it all connects.
Though, I mean, there's also like the boat driver in Greek myth is a reaper.
Chiron.
Yeah. Botan in Yu Hakusho is technically a reaper. Mm-hmm. In Bleach, all of the characters in the story are basically the Shinigami, which is Grim Reaper in Japanese. Mm-hmm. They are that. It's a pretty standard fantasy thing for them to be reapers. And is this you telling me that because you're with me at my point of the story, or has this not even been discussed in the future?
What do you mean?
What you just said.
We don't know who Amryn is.
Okay.
Yeah. It's theory. It's conjecture.
Well, the way she uses her powers is interesting. Like, it's nothing like what we've seen so far. And she even said, my powers are stunted by the book, which is interesting.
Because she's like caged in a body that's not her body.
Yeah. And to be fair, we know next to nothing about other species in this story, except for the Fae kind of and the humans, because we have like water wraiths, and we've got the Illyrians, who are essentially death angels.
And they mention a lot of other random things, but we don't actually know much about them. So they mention like Selkies, a lot of folklore, a lot of different things like the Naga, right? Like, so we've seen all of these different creatures that exist in other tales and folklore and myth. But pretty much we're dealing with multiple levels of fairy and human.
Yeah. Which are basically elves from Lord of the Rings. But maybe more attractive. Yeah, actually I think a lot more attractive. Intentionally. Okay, so we've gone past this like moment where they've kind of, oh yeah, and how did you do that? Well, I did a thing for a thing and they helped us. And they're like, and even Amren's like, puny mortal, that's hilarious.
She's like, only you, and you
then,
stupid bitch.
Right. Like, only you softer than baby shit human hearted Fae. Softer than baby shit, one of my favorite all time put downs. It's like, oh, so you're softer than baby shit. Nice. I love it. So what's next in the story? Because now we've been waxing poetically about this one moment.
Well, we know, like you said, we find out they literally asked the question that you wanted to know, which was why resurrect Jurian in the first place?
Oh, so I love how they talk to each other like it was yesterday.
Yeah.
It is like full on kitchen couch conversation. Even Cassian's like, hand on table. Huh, interesting. Why would we want that? And they're like, oh, well, he might be mad about this. Oh, well, but if he's mad about this, what about his best friend? It's like, oh, right, his best friend. Yeah, that guy sucked. Like, it's very much like, I just left the bar and I hated those people. Like,
yeah.
And we're going to be chatting about those people. Immortals are hilarious.
100%. But they literally do that. And then they're like, they have their little moment in between. And then Reese is like, yeah, we'll discuss this later. So.
Yeah.
She says, I make a note to ask him who these people are and what their history was, because why are we even talking about it?
Yeah, who cares?
You're gonna care later, but yeah.
I mean, I hope I'm gonna care. Like, fuck them. I don't care. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like I don't care about. That's like me caring about, I don't know, Columbus and his friends. I don't care. I don't care what Columbus ate on a Tuesday. It does not matter to me.
Yeah, but we will care about it later because of things that have to happen.
We've got to. This is another Rhysand moment where he's like, the gall.
Yeah.
To hold back against me. Anywho.
For sure. So then we go have a little like vacay to Amren's apartment to check things out.
So this is a super cool move by Feyre. This is the slice of life stuff that I love. There's 2 or 3 moments like this, or 2 moments like this.
Wait, hold on. Before that, we get the blood rubies before we go see Amren.
Yes.
Sorry.
I thought that happened after. Okay, so the blood rubies is awesome. It's like, we hate you. We're coming for your ass.
You don't worry, you'll be dead soon.
Yeah.
And it's like what I love about it is because like these rubies are big as chicken eggs. Like they are actual really valuable jewels. So it's like, why would you send something so big and valuable to someone? And it's literally like, yeah, I'm going to gift this to you because I'll be getting it back really soon when I butcher you.
Yeah.
For fun.
It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome. It leads me to in-game theory that I don't want to bring up right now. But
I do want to know.
I will tell you. I will tell you at the end of this. Like, okay. After seeing the rubies and the political stuff that's happened, I was just like, in the last section they talked about like High Fae have gone to war for less than the heads of a woman. I was like, oh boy. Anywho. So we got the rubies, and then we get this slice of life moment. And there's 3 rubies, 1 for Amren, 1 for Feyre, and 1 for whatever. And Feyre doesn't bring it up to Amren because she doesn't know if Amren doesn't know and doesn't want the wrath of a death god. coming at her.
Mhm.
So she's just going up there with some blood to chill, some goat blood. Oh, I hope it's your favorite. Oh, not humans? Interesting. No, humans eat shit, and I don't want to eat the blood of shitty humans, which I thought was hilarious. I agree. Humans eat shit, and I don't want to drink their blood either. I would much rather have goat blood than human blood, personally, for every day. I have me and Amber same page on this one. Because
But what I love about like
why are
Amber,
you laughing? Don't you agree?
no, I totally agree. But that's what I think's hilarious is because so many things that they say about her, it's almost like vampire-y, but she's like, oh hell no. No.
We're not
No.
doing this.
We're not doing that.
Oh, and at this point, like Amren's like learning the language. Prior to reading the book, she said, I want to understand the full language, which is a story point that I don't know is super necessary. But
Well, think about it like this.
no, I've tried to read Japanese before. I understand what she's talking about because you may not understand what's going on, and meaning and the words both are part of the magic.
Right.
I get it. Yeah.
But she did speak that language. It's just that she's been in this world for a millennia. Like she's been trapped in this body. So it's like it's a language that she knew from the other world.
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be like you needing to just brush up on your high school French real quick. Like,
well, yeah.
It's been a minute. You're going on a trip and you need to brush up.
I think it's more like
way more important for her.
I think it's more like this. And I don't mean to steal this. I think it's more like, hey, so do you know your ancestor from 1,000 years ago that only spoke Latin? They just gifted you a book and you need to relearn Latin from them.
Mm-hmm.
That's, yours is better. Scratch that. We can cut that we're going to edit that out. Breaking the fourth wall. No, we're not. I don't care.
No, we're not.
I don't care.
You're not going to edit it out. But what I love about the rubies, so she's using it as a paperweight.
Yeah.
She's like, I fucking love this shit. And she's like, oh my God, we thought you'd be upset. And she's like, I'm not upset. You want to see what else I got?
Yeah.
Look at this. Look at this necklace that matches.
Yeah. What's so funny is everyone had the same idea, which was, this bitch gonna burn that city to the ground if they come after her. Not a question. That city is gone, and everyone knows. Yeah, she gonna do that. So for her, it's posturing. For her, she's like, no, they're posturing. I don't care.
She's like, I love it. I actually really enjoy it.
And in that final moment, she's like, so did you sleep with old dude? And she's like, no. He couldn't tell if he loved me or if he hated me, so we didn't do it. And Feyre was like, so why can't it be both? And I was like, you're right, Feyre.
Yep. Yep. And this, I just love it. I love this little moment between them and Amren and Varian and all the things. It's adorable. So cute.
It's adorbs.
It's like, for me, this is the beginning of a golden retriever, black cat energy situationship relationship.
I gotta tell you, it's super attractive to me because I have a tinge of golden retriever energy, believe it or not. And boy, do I want a black. I mean, having a black cat would be so cool. And I'm not talking about in real life. I'm talking about. Anyway. You like him crazy. We like him crazy.
Well, it don't have to be crazy. Black cat doesn't mean crazy necessarily. I would call myself a black cat wife. My husband is a golden retriever.
I wouldn't call you a black cat wife. You're a calico.
Okay. Thanks. That's super sweet. But literally it's because I like you. I would kill if anyone tried to talk shit about my husband.
Yeah.
I would literally ruin you.
Yeah, you know what? I not to turn it back on me, but I won't do it. I don't think I said I have a tinge of golden retriever, but golden retrievers don't have the capacity to say the things that I definitely have said to people.
I don't think that's true. I think that you are 100% a golden retriever.
Okay, well then I definitely want a black cat who's just like sitting there on the couch listening and being like, better not say some shit about me though. Yeah. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. The fact that you even are like, yes, solidifies you as golden retriever.
Yeah.
So let's go to Reese. So Reese is so upset.
Reese is so upset. He's like
so upset about this situation. He's like, we could have been friends.
Yeah. He's so upset. He's like, look, I could have just used my mind tricks on those guards, but instead I fucked him up a little bit.
Right. Why did you do that? I just forgot that I had powers. Why did I do that?
I know why he didn't. You do too. It's because of his interactions with Feyre, obviously.
What I think is really cute though is like we kind of bookended with Feyre at the beginning of this section fucks up. And she's like, I fucked up, sorry. And then Reese is like, I fucked up. He's like, why did I do that? Yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
It's adorable. It's adorable. So she's like, okay, well, clearly he's not in the mood. And she is about to be like, well, I'm going to leave him alone. And that's when he's like, she's like, he didn't leave me alone when I was really upset. So I'm going to need to stay and try to fix it. So her way of trying to fix it is the way that he tried to fix it, which is I'm just going to distract him by being really flirty. And he's like, I'm not in the mood.
No, he's not in the mood, bro.
He's like, nope.
Super not.
I'm not in the mood. And so she's like, okay, challenge accepted then. So if it's not going to work, if I can't get you normal by flirting with you, then I'll get you normal by eliciting your jealousy. So she starts talking about going and buying some lacy red lingerie for Tarquin. And
hold on. My favorite part, actually, is that stuff's all high school bullshit. It's great. But my favorite part is in the middle of 366. So we're talking 366 in the book. She says, again, semantics. That gave me the goosebumps. Like when she said again, he's like, I'm drinking, I'm not drunk. She's like, again, semantics. I'm just like, oh boy, I'm a little tuned up right now. I want to see where this goes. Oh shit.
That's hot girl shit. For sure.
She's like, I leaned back in my chair. Wish I had brought my coat. Hot girl shit still. And then she goes, maybe you should have slept with Cressida. Yeah. Cressida, after all, you could have both been sad and lonely together. Listen, that's hot girl shit. Also, that's a line. We talked about a line last week. That's a line. That's very much like
So he's like, okay, you're entitled to have as many bad days as you want, but I can't get a few hours to just like be sad about it, Feyre. And she's like, oh yeah, take however long you want to mow. That's fine.
This is the part where it gets a little less sexy, a little bit more high schooly. I love the flirting though. I love what she talks about. Oh, the little lacy red thing down the shop, and go over to your old BFF Tarquin's house. And he takes up bait, and they have their moment, and it's really kind of adorable.
I find it adorable because she's like, well, I gave him a few smiles and he handed over a family heirloom. So I bet he'd give me the keys to the territory if I showed up wearing those undergarments. Well, someone thinks mighty highly of herself. Why shouldn't I? You seem to have difficulty not staring at me day and night.
Yep.
And why? Because it was a kernel of the truth, which is why it struck true. He says, am I supposed to deny it, that I find you attractive? Well, you've never said it. He's like, well, I've told you many times. This made me think of you, actually.
Why?
This made me think of you. Because occasionally, like, you and I have gone back and forth about other things, and I'll say something and you go, no, I have told you many times. And then you have no problem. Like, you're fine to be like, jokey, joke. And then you're like,
We're not doing that.
We're not doing that. And so Reese had that moment just now, and he's like, I've told you many times and quite frequently how attractive that I find you. So what the fuck are you talking about? But man, it's so fun. It's so fun. And then so she walks away because she's like, I win because Azriel comes in. So as Azriel's about to land, she's like been flirt. Well, I was actually gonna let you come to the store with me and while I try things on so that you could help me pick it out. Like, and then Azriel's flying in and she's like, perfect. I'm gonna leave him with that thought. And she walks away and she's like, I won this one. I finally won this round. And as she's walking away, shields down, not thinking about it, she just starts thinking about what it would be like if she and him actually went to go pick out this lingerie. And it gets so sexy. So fast. So good.
I can't tell you how much I want to be Reese in that moment too. Like what she's
describing. Do you understand? Now do you understand when you're like, what power would you want in Prithian? I'm like, mind control.
Like, that looks pretty good. Y'all can leave. Y'all can leave.
Shop's
now.
Closed. Shop's closed now.
Closed. Here's 200 rubles or whatever they have, whatever Scottish money is. And yeah, that's such a sexy scene. You're not wrong.
It's so sexy, and you're like, where is this going all of a sudden? And then literally, she runs into a staircase.
Yeah.
And then she's like, that motherfucker.
I swore as I slammed into the post of a stairwell landing, and I blinked as the world returned, and I realized. I glared at the eye tattoo on my hand, hissed, and was like, you motherfucker.
Yeah. She says, prick. So she thought that she had won. I don't know that she won. I think that...
No.
At minimum, it's a draw, but probably he won.
Well, then she says she goes and takes a long, cold bath. And let me tell you what I know about ladies.
We don't take cold baths.
Ladies don't take hot baths. Ladies take scalding hot baths. There are levels to this shit, boys. And if you're a guy watching this, I'm gonna tell you right now, you don't stand a chance. That shit is hotter than liquid hot magma. Anywho, if she's taking a cold bath, it's a different message than if she just said I was taking a long bath. Like a long bath is not the same as I took a long cold bath.
She was a little heated and she needed to get herself under control.
She was a little flush. The vapors.
Yeah.
The vapors.
The vapors. Now, we think that Reese PC is fine because she was able to like kind of jostle him out of this. But then we immediately go into nightmare scenario. So that night, he's actually the one that wakes up with a horrible, horrible nightmare.
Oh yeah, his are way worse too. Like, he has like a full domain expansion, which doesn't make any sense to you. But he does. His entire world collapses. He begins to transform into the things he hates about himself. And she's the only one. She kind of snaps him out of it, sort of, but she has to like mind fuck him out of it. And I don't mean sexually. I mean actually. It's a kind of scary scene, to be honest with you. I didn't know what would happen afterward, right? Because at just about the same point of this book as that book is when the fire festival happens and you get this weird kind of super sexy scene. It's literally like the same spot. And it's intentional. Good job. But that's very fantasy, super high fantasy stuff right there. I don't even know what we need to talk about it. He's just having a super nightmare, and how often does it happen? He was like, as often as it happens to you, and you should keep it contained in my room. And he's super naked, and she's like being pinned down by a super naked winged talent,
tattooed,
ripped aura everywhere, just oozing off of him.
His wings are out.
She's like, don't look down, don't look down, don't look down. Fuck, don't look down. His pants are off. Don't look down, don't look down.
And he's on top of her.
Oh, yeah. Like, I'm thinking, you think he's in a crouched position on his feet? Or is he like real close?
No, I think that it says his hands are around her throat. not like hurting her, but like holding her. She is pinned down. So
Yeah.
I would very much assume that there's a thigh of his between her legs.
You think?
And he is over her. Yeah, that's exactly what I think. And I've had some time to think about it.
So I have a fair point. So when I was imagining it in my head that he's upright and he's straddling her with his legs and he's holding her down with his hand.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it that way, but I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like if I know,
I don't watch a lot of like actiony things.
If I know the biology of what's happening, and she talks about it being like a full wrestling move, like a full-on combat move that this dude puts her in, that it was swift and easy for him to do it, basically. And so it's not like, I don't think their bodies are pressing at you. That I saw it.
No, I don't see that at all. Like, it's definitely like, but I would say like he's in her territory. He's very much in her air and in her space.
Okay. I say
because even in wrestling, they're on top. Like, it's a contact sport. You know what I mean?
Yes. I saw a little different, but I do understand. Anyway, we're on the same page. He drops his guard after she kind of mind fucks him out of it. They have a quick conversation, and he's just like sitting on the edge of the bed or something, still fucking butt ass naked with the tattoos and everything. And she's like, "Don't look at his cock, don't look at his cock, don't look at his cock, don't look at his cock," which is hilarious, and I get it. And she stumbles, she finishes the conversation and strolls out. There's not much more to add to that.
Yeah. So then we get 39, which is more like slice of life. I mean, that's really where we were a little off. That's when we go see Amren. But
oh Jesus, I thought it was earlier. My bad.
No, it's fine. That happens, and then we go see Amren, and then that's when we finally get. It takes weeks. Then we finally get our response from the Mortal Queens.
I do want to talk about this because it's awesome. Feyre and Moore having their like the
little
cool,
heart to heart.
Love the cool chick stuff, and Feyre just tells her what happened with the romance and stuff, and Moore's like, "Yeah, it takes a lot to get him out of a broody mood, so nice work." Yeah. And they go to Chick-fil-A. They have Chick-fil-A, and they're gossiping for hours. It's kind of awesome.
It's so adorable, and I'm glad you mentioned it because we haven't seen Moore in a while, and I know she's like your new girlfriend. So
I just want. Never mind.
You just want her. I know. It's fine.
I want more. I want more with Black Cat energy. And I think she has Black Cat energy, to be frank with you. Like, she's going to be like, and that person just becomes Mist. And that's it. Anywho.
So we have some time with her and talk about stuff. Az is like in and out, trying to figure out what the hell is going on and when these queens are going to get their heads out of their asses. And we flirt from afar with some text messaging. So how did you feel about these text messages?
I couldn't stop laughing because I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
This is essentially passing notes in class.
It is.
This is the same as the thing that I had at the beginning of this. Like they have toilets? They have indoor plumbing? What the hell? This is the same thing. It's like, I need to figure out a way to make this relatable to women in today's age. Oh, I should put texting in this. Yeah, let's put texting in this.
Magical texting.
Yeah, and the pin wasn't there, so I went and got a goddamn pin. And I started running.
She's like, he didn't want me to respond, but fuck him.
I loved it. I love it too. I love it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you what. If you leave, buddy, if she responds and there's nothing for her to respond to, she likes you anyway.
Yep, it's true. Yep, it is true. So it's adorable.
It is true.
And she tries to like stroke his ego a little bit. For the first time, she's actually like trying to let him win one. And so she's like, at least you make up for it with your shameless flirting by being one hell of a High Lord. And so when he comes home later, when he walks in the door, he's like, one hell of a High Lord, huh?
Well, like it just dawned on me that like she's making fun of Tamlin. Oh, that just hit right there. I feel so stupid. I feel so dumb. She's putting one over on Tamlin. That's so funny. Oh. Okay. Like, it makes it better because she's met these two other High Lords, and she's like, you're fucking one hell of a High Lord.
You're one hell of a High Lord.
Also,
he's the best one she's seen. I mean, she's seen all of them.
Sure. But she's seen 3 of them now intimately. And not sexually intimately, but...
Right. But, like, enough that you've had conversations and can tell the person.
We have some... she's talked about painting, but that she's seen this super dramatic moment. She might start painting again, which I think is good.
Mm-hmm.
She's getting better at fighting and conflict resolution with fists.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I love the slice of life stuff. Honestly, it's necessary. Like, I think we talked about this before. My favorite moment in Age of Ultron, in all of the Avengers movie, is actually the moment where they try to pick up Thor's hammer in Age of Ultron. I think it's the best moment in all of them. Every Marvel movie that there is that one moment. It's phenomenal.
Or like the end stinger when they're all eating shawarma.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good too. Yeah. Anything to like humanize their experience, you know, because they're gods essentially in the world they live in. So
yeah,
the then after we get that, we also get the we talked about that already. My bad.
Yeah, so now we really just go, they're going to meet at Feyre's family's estate. So they all show up looking in their, like, finery. Rhys puts on a crown for the first time. Because he's like, hold on, these bitches think they're queens. I got to establish my dominance.
And he wears some fucking Edgar Allan Poe emo crown, and it's awesome. He does. Like, what are we... He's like, the Raven never more. Like, I just... With his Scottish accent, obviously.
And then, of course, Moore shows up. Lady in red.
Oh. Bombshell. So that's a bombshell.
Yeah.
Buddy, show up to my house in that. But Feyre looked good, too. She's wearing that dyed in, like, a smallish crown.
She's wearing white. Because if he's going in dark, then she's going to be the, like, fawn or the little, like...
Imagine her sister's fucking hatred about this chick walking into their house looking like an actual princess. Oh, God. They don't even talk about it. I knew the hatred was happening. But then the last thing happens.
And the queens can winnow.
Right. Which gave me lots to think about. Right. Because I didn't go any further. I was like, oh, interesting. So, can we do some prognostication? And I'll tell you what I was thinking about before.
I can't wait. I've been waiting this whole time, so please.
All right, we're going to try to keep this under an hour. We've been trying to keep most of these shows under an hour.
Totally do it.
We're going to try. Okay, so the
winnowing. We want less
winnowing.
tangents tonight. Everyone's welcome. Continue.
The winnowing. We have seen now that the book is formidable. We thought formally that winnowing was only a Fey High Lord thing. It's specifically this group of High Lords, actually, of High Fey. I think this comes from the book, the winnowing. It comes from their section of the book. Yeah, it comes from their section of the book. That's my kind of like running thesis from what we've been given so far, winnowing. But now when you talk about, these queens, these not watching
queens.
We're not watching Rid, okay? We're
not watching Drag Race. Okay.
The queens that show up, if they can winnow, that means that the whole conversation about Jurin and these other humans that they're trying to resurrect expands a good bit for me. And then, so those are my two kind of whatever. I think the humans are going to ask for more than what they're giving up. And so it's going to be a pretty interesting, to me, negotiation. Like, how are you going to convince them that this book isn't so valuable, right? Because they already went into a situation where obviously they didn't think the book was that valuable, or they would have hit it better. And they did hit it pretty well, but it was hidden. I think it was probably hidden from hundreds of years ago, and they're just like, oh yeah, that's out there, but whatever. Like, I think these queens are like, bitch, you're not taking my book unless I get something incredible out of this.
No, and remember, they were kind of smart in that they spelled the book so that the book will, like, if the book is taken from them without being freely given, it's destroyed.
Right. So transparency is important here.
Exactly. And it's like, no, you have to cut us a deal that makes us want to give it to you.
Yeah. So.
And the humans hate the Fae.
Well, it's hate. It's like hate and fear.
Mm-hmm.
Like genuine hate and fear.
Mm-hmm.
And the Fae came to the table. The Fae, they also still think the Fae can't lie. So only Feyre knows that Fae can lie. So I hope that comes up. If it doesn't come up, I won't be disappointed. But if it does come up, it's like, oh yeah, they can't lie to us. They're Fae. Who cares? Like, I'm like, all right. So go ahead.
Nope, you're gonna be happy with how it turns out.
Okay. So
I think you had a moment where you kind of hated that they quote changed the rules. We had this conversation in book 1.
Yeah. I don't
that you're like
to do that. Yeah,
mm-hmm,
it's any year.
Yeah. So that's gonna come back to bite us in this book, and it's all gonna make sense a little bit more in this.
Yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see if there's some sort of like if that is the negotiating tool. Hey, by the way, the Fae can lie to you. They've been lying to you for years. Can we please use your goddamn book? Like, that would be worth the value of the book if it meant saving everyone in the human world. If that's what Rhysand wants to do, because Rhysand just, stole from his new best friend. So. Yep.
And I'm gonna, I don't think it's spoiling it at all to tell you that it's so much worse.
Okay, great. So my final.
This has real consequences.
What's this?
This entire situation of what we just talked about has real, honest to God consequences.
Okay.
So I think you're gonna be pleased.
I also imagine these queens being like the ugly stepsisters of Cinderella. That's what they look like in my brain. They don't look hot. They're 100%. Not like they don't look like Nesta. They don't look like any of the people else in the room. Like these are jacked, super feminine females, jacked dudes. And then these like Queen Elizabeth when she's super, super old and is sickly walks in. That's what I can imagine.
Yeah, they are man, they're bitches.
Okay, can't wait. Can't wait. I'm gonna jump in that this evening, by the way, or soon. Great. So my final actual prediction. Is Valeris will get attacked.
Okay.
In this book, and the reason I think that is our band of fun misfits. They're gaining enemies. In trust. I mean, they gained now 2 enemies. They don't have any allies. For what Rhysand hid it from them forever, and then
Summer would have been a great ally.
Right. That's if Summer could literally walk down south to where London is, and be like, "Hey, so we had a little chat with your old girl's BFF, and he stole some shit from us. You want to go get weird?" And he would have been like, "Sign me up. Let's get weird. Let's do it." And Tamlin gonna sign up for that yesterday. So I feel like Valeris is gonna get it somehow. I don't even know how they would do it, but
that's the infighting.
Oh right.
We have a whole huge big baddie that we haven't even met.
You know what? Actually, Tamlin could go to Hybern and be like, "Bud, I didn't like you back in the day, but these humans are fucking pissing me off. So we're gonna fuck them up."
The humans or Feyre? What?
Yeah, Feyre represents humans to him.
Yeah, she's the emissary. Yeah.
It's like, hey, you were right. We should hate humans. This bitch fucked me over. Tamlin is that petty, and so I think the only reason he hasn't attacked he hasn't attacked the Night Court already is due to his fear of Rhysand.
Well, nobody knows about Valaris. It is the best kept secret.
But what if there's like a tracking beacon or some bullshit in the rubies?
What if
I just think it's gonna. I think somehow it's gonna get attacked in this book. Like, because and the reason, honestly, is because it is the most important thing to Rhysand.
Mm-hmm.
And there are now multiple strong characters who want to take everything from that dude.
Mm-hmm.
And it is.
I just saw what's in the next set of chapters.
They're okay. All right.
Okay,
We've hit an hour.
Chapters.
We've hit an hour. Good job, Em. Hit it.
The next set of chapters is chapter 40 through 42, so up to 43. So you're going to read in the paperback, you're going to read from 382 to 419.
That's not bad. That's short.
It's the same amount of pages. This is just longer chapters.
Okay. I disagree.
It's 10 pages shorter than what you did last night.
I was gonna say, what are we
10 pages, come on.
For numbskulls like me, that might be an hour. You don't know.
Well, you're right, I don't. But
it's not an hour.
Well, some stuff happens. And that's why we had to pause. Because some stuff happens.
So we're coming up on, if I'm looking at this, we're coming up on like, hey, we're starting the climax here.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna be by the time we're done with the next.
Yeah. So it looks like we've got 5 more sections there. If I can see your notes there. So
we have 5.
Yeah,
so including this one. So
if it follows the same trajectory as this book, this is the beginning of the end of this book.
It's about to get wild, actually.
It's about to get weird.
This is the beginning of the end of this book.
Yeah. So good job, Sarah D. Mass. Hey, good job.
I was just gonna say, remember that the cardinal rule. Stop. The cardinal rule.
Don't get on Twitter. Don't get on Twitter.
Yes, is don't get on Twitter. That's the number 1 rule. Is do not get on Twitter. The number 2 rule of reading any Sarah J. Maas book is the last 100 pages are batshit.
Yeah, it gets wild. It got wild in that last one. I was just like, oh boy. She's going to sneak into this thing, and then the adder shows up, and you're just like, oh, shit.
This one is so much worse.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I don't know that I need worse, but much more engaging would be cool.
This one is so much... Like, take the first book and multiply it by 10.
Dope. Listen, if you like this content and you've appreciated what the Smut Oracle and myself have done here on the Kitchen Couch, feel free to join the membership and subscribe. Comment below what you think about our content or what your favorite part of this section of the book is. We love this kind of stuff and we goof off all the time. It's kind of our thing and we really appreciate it. Emily, do you have anything to add?
I don't. I'm really excited for the next, so I hope that you don't have plans and that we get back together soon.
Me too. Hey, so for me, will you do this? Will you please
like and subscribe
and stay tuned for the next. Later, titters.
Thanks. Bye.